Hello friend, myself Ekigwal and I'm taking physics. Today we will discuss how to drive a relationship, or we find a relationship between the physical quantities with the help of dimension formula. Sometimes dimensions can be used to deduce a relationship between drive physical or any physical quantity which depends on certain other physical quantities. If one guesses this relationship is of product type, here it is worth noting, if the relationship is subtraction or addition type, then we can't drive that relationship between the different physical quantities. So we can deduce the relationship only when this relationship is of product types. So we will take an example how we can deduce the formula, we can deduct the formula by the help of dimension analysis. Suppose I am just considering an example where the frequency of a simple pendulum depends on mass of the ball, length of the simple pendulum, and the acceleration due to gravity. Now I have to proceed how I can deduce the formula, or how I can get the relationship between these three. So first of all, I have to write the frequency depends on which factors. It has to be remembered it is of product type. So the frequency should be proportional to what I have told you, the mass. So what you have to do, you have to put a dimension constant A on the mass, you have to subtract it. For length you have to put B, any dimension, other dimension constant, and the third one G, you have to put C here. If this relationship is dimensionally true, then I can say the dimension of the left side and the dimension of the right side should be equal. So what the further steps? I have to write down the dimensions of all physical quantity. So this is frequency. What is the dimension formula for frequency? It is t to the power minus 1. For this proportionality sign, I have to write out equal, and if you replaced a proportionality sign with equal sign, you have to put a constant. But a constant have no dimensional formula. So you need not to write a dimension formula for a constant value. So you have to write down the dimension formula for the physical quantity that is written here. The physical quantity here, m, stands for mass. So you have to write down the dimension formula m to the power a. This is the length. So for dimension formula, length is L and the power is B. And the G, dimension formula for gravity, acceleration due to gravity, is L t minus 2. Remember, acceleration due to gravity or acceleration should have the same dimension formula, so it is L t minus 2. Now you have to compare the dimension formula from both the sides. So first of all, you have to write it like m to the power a, L to the power b plus c, t to the power minus 2c, and here as there is no sign of mass and length, so you have to put m to the power 0, L to the power 0, t to the power minus 1. Now you have to compare the dimensions of same units. So what is the dimension of mass on the left side and what is the dimension of the mass on the second side? If you compare these two, you can get A equals to 0. In the similar pattern, if you compare the dimension formula for length on both the sides, you will get 0 from left side and B plus C on the right side. So you can get B plus C should be equals to 0. Thirdly, dimension formula for time, it is minus 1, here it is minus 2c, so I have to write minus 1 should be equals to minus 2c. When you solve this, you can get c equals to 1 by 2. And if you place this value of c equals to half here, you can get b equals to minus half. Now you have a dimension constant a, b, and the value of dimension constant of a, b and c. you have to put this value in our equation first. So when you place here mu proportional to m to the power 0, l to the power minus half and g to the power half, you can clearly get the point m to the power 0. When the dimension is 0, it is not related, it means this frequency is independent of mass. So you can get mu equals to, now again I am saying, if I want to replace this proportional sign, I have to put a constant. Let the constant is k, and this is g to the power half, it means under root, l to the power minus half, that is divided. So it will be frequency, the formula for frequency will be equals to k under root g by l. Here it is worth noting, we can't find out that constant value properly until and unless I know the value, what should be the value of constant. So this is the limitation also. So here we have to think what are the uses of dimension formula and what are the limitations. If I will talk about the limitation of the dimensional formula, I have clearly seen the constant, until we know the value of constant, we can't put the dimension formula. So the value of constant, so first of all I have to consider, we can check out the, we can deduce the relationship dimensionally, we can relate it the physical quantity, but we can't write down the constant value in the formula. Secondly, we can deduce the relationship only when it is a product type. If it is not product type, we are unable to find out the relations. Third of the limitation is we can't get the relationship of any physical quantities if it depends on sine theta, exponential function, logarithm functions. We can't get that relationship because they are the constant values also. So, and these are the limitations when we are using a dimensional analysis to get the relations. Thank you.